What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of 8th Arrow Whispering. And my goodness, y'all. My goodness. It is currently Sunday, February 2nd, which means yesterday, February 1st, we had the most shocking trade that I've ever seen happen. You already know. Luka Doncic was traded from the Dallas Mavericks to the Los Angeles Lakers for Anthony Davis and Maxi Christie and a first round pick. We'll get into it throughout this video, but y'all, I was shocked, as everyone was. I am not alone in that. Every single person was shocked. I, along with many others, thought when I first saw it on Bleacher Report, they were hacked, or Sham's tweet was hacked, your Twitter account was hacked, or X account, whatever it is. Just complete disbelief. I stared at my phone for a solid 5 minutes without speaking. And I just don't understand what happened. What happened? I mean, there were no reports of any ill will towards Luka and the Mavericks. Nothing. He was their future. He was the franchise. And they just they just went to the NBA Finals. I know he's been hurt since Christmas and whatnot, but my goodness. And then to go and trade him for what I think is a bag of peanuts compared to what they got. Compared to what the Lakers got in return. Now the more I've thought about it and talked to different people, I can see, somewhat of the value in what they got back, but it is still nowhere near as much as they could have gotten back if they shopped him. They didn't even shop him around. They didn't even shop Luka around. They just went to the Lakers, were like, yo, do you want Luka? We'll give you Luka. Give us AD and we'll figure out a few other things, but do you want Luka? Here you go. Silver platter, served him up on a silver, just, oh my gosh. I'm blanking on his name, but the GM and Jason Kidd had a press conference before their game today, and, they were saying that Anthony Davis fits what they're wanting to do more, and defense wins championships, and yada yada yada. Dude, there could have, and the reports of him being out of shape, and that was a worry of theirs, and him not conditioning properly, just being out of shape, was a concern of theirs, especially with his Supermax coming up, which now that he was traded, he's no longer eligible for that Supermax deal. What for him, he's pissed. He's gotta be pissed, because what the Supermax is like, $325 million, and now it's gonna be, I think the next biggest deal you can get is like $222 million, which still, that's a lot of freaking money. That's a lot of money. But to be $100 million, something short of what he could have made, that's insane. And again, the fact that they didn't shop him around, they could have easily gotten, a few first round picks for him and some good players in return. And instead they get one first round pick, Anthony Davis, who's 31, Luka's 25. Anthony Davis is 31 going on 32. I think Luka's about to turn 26, but still 6-year difference. AD's also injury prone. And granted, when he's playing, he bonuses and try to put together a deal for AD. Sure, I could see that, but giving up Luka, I am just in disbelief. And the fact that they got so little in return for him is wild to me. I don't understand. I don't understand it. I don't think it's going to work out for Dallas. I really don't. I don't see it working out for Dallas well. I think this is going to go down as one of the worst trades in sports history. I could be wrong on that. I could be overreacting. That is a very real possibility. Obviously, I don't have all the trades in front of me and to see how they worked out and whatnot. So that could be a very big overreaction. But still, I just don't see how this is going to work out well. Now, maybe they'll surprise me. Maybe Dallas is going to turn around, go back to the championship this year. I don't think it's going to happen. And then for LA, I mean, I think anyone would make this deal. And a lot of people are saying now their defense, they're not going to have a defense to make a run. Yada, yada, yada. I think they still have time to make a few moves to get some defensive help in there. I don't necessarily think they'll make a run this year. I don't think with Luka being hurt and then him and LeBron having to learn how to play together, I don't think they'll make a run this year. Maybe next year. I think this might potentially spark LeBron to play another year, which is unfortunate just because I'm not a LeBron fan. I'm not a Lakers fan. I wish they had traded Luka to any other team but the Lakers. But the fact that they traded him to the Lakers, it's wild to me. I'm not saying anything that hasn't been said. This has been said time and time. I'm not saying anything that hasn't already been said. I'm not giving some crazy insight or anything. But yeah, I couldn't sleep last night after I saw this. I was wired. Like I said, I don't think I've ever seen a trade like this, especially one that there was no indication this was happening. Completely out of the blue. Like, we've been hearing about Jimmy Butler for like a month or so now. So if he were to get traded, it wouldn't be big news. There's been rumblings. And that's the case, I feel like, with a lot of trades nowadays. There's no trades that are that you're blindsided by. And this is the first time I've been completely blindsided by a trade. I'm trying to think of any other trades that have shocked me this much, but I can't think of any. So, y'all let me know down in the comments what your thoughts are. Let me know if you could think of any crazier trades than this. I almost hopped on last night to do live, but I didn't think it would be worth it. I still have yet to do a live video on YouTube, so let me know if that's something y'all are interested in. I have to figure out what I would do it about, but that's regardless. So anyway, that's insane. That is wild to me. We'll see. We'll see. The Lakers and Mavericks play February 25th. And so we'll see what happens with that game. Will Luka be back by then? Will AD be? I'm sure AD will be playing. I think he was hurt though, right? Was he hurt or not? Either way, it's gonna be insane. I'm baffled by it. And just baffled by the Mavericks' approach to it all. And it sounds like LeBron, AD, Luka, all of them were in the dark. All of them were completely shocked by it. Now, whether that's true or not, I don't know. Those are just the reports. I'm sure there's a lot more to it than what we're hearing right now. Maybe more will come to light. Maybe not. I don't know. But the Lakers have their franchise player after LeBron retires in the next year or two. text my buddy who's a big Mavericks fan. I texted him last night. I just said, what happened? Or what just happened? And he didn't respond till this afternoon. And he surprisingly wasn't as upset as I thought. Now, he said he's still not sure how to feel about it. And he was also frustrated by Luka's lack of conditioning and staying healthy, and just his weight issues. But I think him and many other Mavs fans are just in such disbelief right now that it's gonna take them a little bit to wrap their head around, because he was their franchise, and if they wanted to get better on defense, there were other ways to go about it. There were plenty of other ways you could have gone about getting better on defense without trading away your franchise guy. Not your franchise guy, apparently. But they said they were in a win now mode, and they think this can get them over the hump. Time will tell if they were right or not. So, yeah. Man, yeah. So, anyway, guys, I plan to talk about this throughout the gameplay, but then I just got going, and so I decided to keep going. So, that'll be it for today. I hope you guys have a great start to your week, and we'll see you later.